Jack stared out of his bedroom window. The rain kept falling and falling. And the TV said it would stop by noon. And his 7-year-old sister, "But it's already past noon," said Jack. "But we have to go to the treehouse," said Annie. I have a feeling the in-person will be there today." Jack pushed his glasses into place and took a deep breath. He wasn't sure he wasn't ready to meet the in-person yet. The mysterious person who had put all the books in the magic treehouse. "Come on," said Annie. Jack sighed. "Okay," he said. "You get our raincoats and boots. I'll get the medallion and the bookmark." Annie ran to get their rain gear. Jack reached into his drawer. He took out the medallion. It was gold. The leather M was embellished on it. Then he took out of the bookmark. It was made of blue leather. It had the same M on it. Both M's marched at the end that was on the floor of the treehouse. Jack put the medallion and bookmark into his backpack. Then he threw in his notebook and pencil. Jack liked to take notes about important things. "I got our raised up," called Annie. Jack picked up his backpack and went downstairs. Annie was waiting by the back door. He was putting on her boots. "Meet you outside," he said. Jack put his raincoat and boots. Then he put it on his backpack and joined her. The wind was blowing hard. "Ready, set, go," shouted Annie. They kept their heads down and charged into the rainy wind. Soon they were in the Creek woods. The chimpanzees swayed and bringing water everywhere. "Yuck," said Annie. They splashed through the puddles until they come to the tallest oak tree in the woods. They looked up. Tucked between two branches was the treehouse. It looked dark and lonely against the stormy sky. Hanging from the treehouse was a rope ladder. It was blowing in the wind. Jack saw all of the books up there. He hopped and they weren't getting wet. The in-person's been there, said Annie. Jack caught his breath. "How can you tell?" "I can feel it," he whispered. He grabbed the rope ladder and started to Jack bowled. Inside the treehouse it was chilly and damp, but the books are dry. They were all neatly stacked along the wall, just the way they had been the day before. Jack picked up a castle book on the top of one stack. He'd taken them to the time of the castles. Remember the night? He said. Jack nodded. He would never forget the night who had helped him. Jack and he put down the castle book. He picked up the next book on the stack. It was the dinosaur had taken them to the time of the dinosaurs. Remember? He said. Jack nodded. He never forgot the pteranodon who had saved him from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then Annie held up the book about ancient Egypt. Meow, he said. Jack smiled. The Egypt book had taken them to the time of pyramids. The black cat had come to the rescue there. And here's the book about home, he said. He led up the book with a picture of their home in Rock Creek, Pennsylvania. Jack smiled. The Pennsylvania book had found back home at the end of each of their adventures. Jack sighed. Okay. He still had two main questions. Who was the same person who had put all of the books here? And in the night, the pteranodon and the cat all know the end person. Finally, Jack reached into his backpack. He took out the gold medallion and the leather boomerang. He placed them on the floor, right over spot when the Anglo family into the woods. Rain blew into the treehouse. Brr, said Annie. It's not very cozy today. Jack greeted her. It was too wet and cold. Look, Annie pointed to an open book lying on the corner. I don't remember being open. Me neither, said Jack, and he picked up the book. Wow, this place looks great.
Jack stared.
He showed the picture to Jack. He saw a sunny beach, a green parrot sitting in palm tree, and a ship sailing on the blue sea. Another gust of rainy wind blew into the treehouse, and he pointed to the picture. I wish we were instead of here, he said. Yeah, said Jack. But where is there? Too late, came a squawk. Sitting on the Jack and Annie turned quickly. Sitting on a branch outside the window ledge of the treehouse was a green parrot, exactly like the parrot in the picture. Too late, the parrot squawked again. The talking parrot, said Annie. Is your name Polly? Can I call you Polly? Oh no, we're in a big trouble, said Jack. The wind blew harder, the leaves shook. The treehouse started to spin, faster and faster. Jack squeezed his eyes shut, and everything was still. Absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. Too late, squawked Polly. Jack rolled the hot sunlight streaming into the treehouse. He smelled salt water. He heard the sound of the waves. He and Annie looked out the window. The treehouse was in a palm tree. Beyond was the bright blue sea. A tall sailing ship was on the horizon. It was just like a picture in the book. Too late, squawked Polly. Look, said Annie. Polly was flying in a circle above the tree house. Then he swooped down the ocean. Come on, let's follow her. Let's go into the water, said Annie. He took off her raincoat and dropped it on the floor. Wait, we have to study the book first, said Jack. He started to reach for the book, but then he grabbed it. You can read it on the beach, he said. Without even looking at the cover, he shoved the book into Jack's backpack. He sighed. Actually, the water was wonderful. Okay, Jack said. He took off his raincoat and two. Come on, and he handed Jack his backpack, then started down the ladder. Jack folded the raincoat and put it next to the stack of the books. He put on his backpack. Then he went down the ladder. As soon as Annie hit the stand, he ran toward the ocean. Jack watched her wade into the water. He was still wearing her rain boots. Your boots, Annie, called Jack. He shrugged. They'll dry out, he said. Jack took off his boots and socks. He put them beside his backpack. Then he rolled up his jeans and ran across the hot sand into the waves. The water was warm and clear. Jack could see shells and tiny fishes. He shielded his eyes against the sun and peered out the sea. The tall sailing ship seemed a bit closer. Where's Polly? said Annie. Jack glanced around. No sign of Polly. Not in the palm trees. Not on the sunny sand. Not over in the bright blue sea. When Jack looked out to sea again, the ship seemed even closer. Now Jack could see his flag as he stared at the ship's black children through him. The flag was black, with a skull of crossbones. Oh man, he breathed. He stared out of the water. What's wrong? said Annie. He splashed after him. Jack ran his two backpacks. Annie followed. He grabbed the book from his backpack. He looked at the cover for one first time. He and Annie read the title of the book. Yikes, said Annie. Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack read aloud.